Hey guys, welcome back to Real Talk with Wilk. I'm here to go over just some things that I did last week to catch those bass, tell you what I was throwing, how I was throwing it, and actually I'm gonna try, because I'm not a technical guru, is show you a map of the creek that I caught a lot of fish in. Go over that a little bit here shortly. But if you haven't done yet, please like, subscribe, and do all that BS, and let's get into it. So, if you guys watched the video, I caught a lot of good fish last week, and I'm going to go over the main baits that I was using to catch those fish. So, you guys saw this puppy right here, jerkbait. Got a lot of good fish from the jerkbait. Throwing the stunner jerkbait and or the provoke, one of the two, to catch those bass. Across the points, under the docks, all those good things when it came time to do that. My crankbaiting, all right, the XD 5 and 6, like in the shad collars. Was really good. Didn't catch a lot of fish on crankbait, but caught a few. The DT series, the crawl, little light crawl collar, which I like a lot. Caught a few on that. And the Dime 15, with that real bright bottom, did a real good job. I love these baits, getting down there, smacking those rocks. Love crankbait fishing. Does a very good job, and I'll get into the line and all that stuff here in a second. But the most damage that I did last week was on this puppy right here, which is a spinnerbait. If I can get her off here, it was either white chartreuse like this one right here, or just a plain white one. It seemed that the Colorado blade or the willow blade, it didn't matter much, but I at least had one of those blades was copper. Okay, usually didn't matter which one. Now on this, I'll throw this on a 7.2 medium heavy, moderate fast tip. It's kind of my chatterbait rod as well. I was going to show you guys. I was throwing braid to leader on my spinning bait combo. And I don't know if you guys can see this right here. That's my Alberto knot. It's the one I prefer to tie. Does pretty well. It's pretty strong. And it's just did a great job all week long, as you guys saw if you watched the video. Now, I'm going to show you a map of the creek that chat helped me create, and go over some things that you may or may not know, and we'll go from there. Hang on tight. All right, so here we go, guys. So the pre-spawn has just begun up in my neck of the woods. Started fishing this creek right at the transition from the very main point of the lake into this creek. Didn't ever even get a bite at this section, but as soon as I hit the first secondary point on the left and its transition, that's when the fish started biting. On these points and the transition all the way up on the left side is much deeper coming off the bank. I had a lot more rock, a lot more wood, only a few docks, but it seemed like it made a big difference on the left side. The arms that you see sprouting out left and right on this creek had a lot of slack water, wind wasn't hitting it much. I did throw the jerkbait a little bit more in those areas, and of course the docks went back out of the wind through the jerkbait there as well. So once we got so far up the creek, moved to the other side, the right side of the creek is much shallower, more small rock, and a lot more docks on that side. That transitions between those small points didn't produce as many fish, but did produce some. But it seemed like they made a big difference from that deeper access to the water from the left side to the right side, and of course all the wood and rock that was on the left side compared to the right side. So once caught a bunch of fish going up this creek around the big rounded point at the top. Just stopped, pulled up the old trolling motor, and turned all the way back around to the mouth of the creek and rinse and repeat, baby. Did the same thing over and over again. Those fish kept pulling up in those transition areas and on the points. Even those striper started coming there pushing bait around. So it was a great creek. It was a good fishing week. So that's pretty much sums up that one creek that I was fishing. I had 3 creeks that the other 2 weren't as compact, like close together as that one, but I did pretty much the same pattern, those secondary points and transition areas. Running that spinner bait and the crankbait and the jerk bait. Same things. Before the cold front hit and after the cold front hit. So I didn't change my presentation much at all. Slow rolling that spinner bait, using that jerk bait. When I hit those key areas that I could feel the rock on the bottom with that slow rolling that spinner bait, I'd just throw the crankbait, see if anything would get a hold of it. Of course, I'm always using my mono on my cranking rods. Like I told you before, I was using braid to leader for that spinner bait setup and my fluoro for my jerk bait, like total fluoro. So that's how I did it last week. I do appreciate all the subs that I do have already. All 50 of you. Appreciate it. But again, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, and do all that BS. And I'll see you guys on the water. Keep those lines tight.